Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Read If My Heart Had Wings. In the last episode, we were, basically, we're on a new path where we're going after my senpai Amane. And, well, this is another flashback moment with her and Isuka. I really like that we finally get to see Isuka, because we never got to see Isuka on the Kotori route at all. So I'm really glad we get to finally see Isuka. This is going to be our second big flashback, I think, if I'm counting correctly. So yeah, this is directly after something happened. I already forgot what happened at the end of last episode. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All I know is we're on the warpath to hooking up with Amane, and that's the real deal. That's the real goal here. Sure, we want to fly, but we've already been there, done that. But we haven't been there, done Amane yet. So I'm gonna stop babbling now, and let's go through this flashback.
何を書いているんだ？フライトログ。フライトログ？飛んでもいないのに？
Sorry. Just turn down the volume a little bit.
だってこの方が普通に活動日誌っていうよりかっこいいじゃん。そういうものだろうか。あ、こら見るな。どうしてだ？我々の活動日誌だろ？フライトログ。そこのバカというのは私のことだろうか。
Don't call me a dumbass.
さあね。ところでさ、あまね。なんだ？こないだ手伝ってくれた男子いたじゃん。隣のクラスのさ。それはもちろんだ。私はバカだけど、3日前の出来事を忘れるほどではないぞ。
Yeah, she's not that big of an idiot.
そっか。彼は隣のクラスだったのか。五十嵐達也くんって言うんだけど。
Hell yeah.
あの人、うちの部に入ってくんないかな。どうして？あ、ほら、すごく手先が器用だったじゃん。なんか工場の跡取り息子らしくてさ、そういうの小さい頃からやってたんだって。
So this is that time when they had discussed letting Anchan join the group.
けど、私とイスカがいれば製造作業に問題はないと思うわ。いや、大ありだから。あんたが作ったパーツ、へにょへにょで使い物にならなかったじゃん。おかしいな。ちゃんと作ったんだろうな。つーかあんた、自分のこととなると、ほんと全くバカだよね。
You're not a manufacturer, baby. You the mind, we need the manufacturer.
あの人が入ってくれたらさ、すっごい戦力になると思うんだよね。そうかもしれないな。どうした？なんか急に不機嫌そうになったぞ。イスカがその男子の話をするとき、ちょっとだけ遠くに感じるんだ。もしかしてやきもちっすか？やきもち？こういう気分になることをそういうのか？嬉しいぞ大親友。でもね、女子と生まれたからには一生に一度大輪の花を咲かせたいものなのさ。
Whoa. Since I was born a girl, I want to make a big, beautiful flower bloom at least once in my life. Euphemism? Sorry. Just had to read that line out loud for a second and take it in. Because I think she might mean exactly what she thinks we mean.
恋は人生を一変させるって言うよ。
Somebody loves Anchan.
あ、また不機嫌そうになった。かわいいの、あまねちゃんは。よくわからんが、なんとなく不愉快だ。だから私は反対だ。あの男子を入れることに。
It's just because you want Amane, or she wants Isuka to rub her the wrong way, if you know what I'm saying.
あ、待って待って、タンマ。僕にとっての一番はあまねだから、これは多分一生変わらない。
She said probably, so I don't know if I believe her.
指切り。
At that time, I still didn't understand what Isuka was talking about. I didn't even understand my own feelings. I was just confused because Isuka in love seemed like a different person than the Isuka I'd always known. Nobody loves an in-love friend, because then they just become, like, ignoring you and shit. Aw yeah, we a president club, we a club again, that's right. So I think it might have ended off with Amande accepting to be our advisor. That might have been how it ended. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, that's a thing now. Amande agreed to be our advisor. So we is officially a club again.
悪くない響きね。会長のが偉そうだったけど。
Like you don't like being self-important. Don't try to play me, girl. Yeah, come on, get on with it.
そうですよ。早く入りましょう。前置きが長い。待って待って、せかさないで。シンソアリング部新部長に就任したこの小鳥ちゃんの最初の仕事なんだから。では、行くわよ。
Let's go! When she finished her first vitally important job of opening the shutter, we followed our new club president inside the garage. Our non-demolished garage. I still can't believe alternate universe means the garage did not get demolished. That's awesome.
ここが。へえ。
It was just as we had left it 1 year ago. The desk was still messy. The shelves were cluttered with books and documents. The tools were laying on the floor. There were plenty of personal items that we had brought here for whatever reason. And then, there was the glider. As we stood in the doorway for a short time, it seemed like we traveled back in time and were looking at the scene from summer vacation 1 year ago.
やっと戻ってこられたのね。ここへ。
It had been a long year. Time and again, I thought we'd never get this place back. But finally, here we are.
やったね、小鳥。
Agaha spoke and patted Katori on the head. We did it! I patted her on the shoulder. Katori's voice was choked with tears.
またこの子は。
There she goes. Sorry, I won't do it. There she goes again. Has there been something wrong with your tear glands lately?
いいでしょ別に。感動したら泣くように人はできてるのよ。
Deeply moved, she says.
そうですよ。はい、ハンカチどうぞ。ありがとう、マサ。
Tori wiped her tears with the handkerchief she borrowed from Asa-chan, and then looked around the garage once again. Oh, the nostalgia. I know! As Katori spoke triumphantly, a tear fell down from her eye. And the person in question who was standing behind her... Oh yeah. Amane-chan, what up, girl? She passed us and walked straight into the garage. Amane-senpai put a large suitcase she was carrying on the desk. At that instant... Whoosh! A cloud of dust was sent flying. Oh. Thought we went flashback mode. No, that's dust. Take cover! Open the window. We need ventilation. Amane-senpai was standing amidst the flying dust, completely unconcerned. She's like, this isn't, what, you don't breathe dust every day of your life? Looks like we're doing a major cleanup first. Our momentary happiness was dispelled as the dirt and dust that had accumulated over the last year brought us back to reality. Back to life, back to reality, covered in dust. Gotta clean up that shit. Agaha wrung the rag she held and wiped the sweat from her forehead with her arm. Gotta clean the basics, y'all. It was a pile of random stuff brought here by the former owners of the garage for whatever reason. There was There were sword and spear replicas, toy guns, shuriken, and even some chainmail armor. There were also manga from over 10 years ago, signs and costumes probably used in school festivals, a broken engine that can't possibly belong to a glider, and so on.
今度まとめて捨てましょう。いいわよね、あまねちゃん。私に聞く必要はないぞ。もうここは君たちのもの。
She's like, I was too fucking lazy to throw it all away, but you know what? Your prerogative, bitches.
じゃあ捨てる。後で分別しときましょう。
So with this, the cleaning is over for now. We all looked at each other.
まだよ。
What?
最後の仕上げが残ってるわ。
What do we have left? As Katori said that, she went over to the desk in the back. That was the desk that Amane Senpai had used all the time until last summer. She was pretty much always in front of either the drafting board or this desk. When Katori reached the desk, she rummaged through her bag and pulled something out. Then she put it on the desk.
写真撮って。
Oh. Gotta have our motivation. Picture of the morning glory. This was where that picture used to stand. Tori put another framed picture beside it. The club pic, let's go. This one was a photo we took together with everyone after the last flight. As we looked at those two pictures, we were flooded with emotions.
今度こそ飛びましょう。
Hell yeah. Chill!
いいなあ、先輩たち。
Asa-chan, who wasn't in the pictures, looked at them enviously.
今度は朝たちも一緒に写るのよ。そうそう。悪くないわね。
We shouldn't be looking in the past. We should be looking to the future. Of course, it's still broken, huh? In the corner of the garage was the disassembled glider. The main wings were damaged. During last year's final flight, we got caught in a strong downward draft and I had to pull the nose up quickly, which stressed and damaged the fuselage.
これも直してやんなきゃね。ごめんね。1年もほったらかしにして。
Amane Senpai watched us from a short distance as we looked over the glider and talked about it. Her gaze was curious, but also a little envious.
もうみんな。あ、どうしたの、あまねちゃん。いや、聞かないのか。どうして私が顧問をする気になったのか。
Because you love us! Katori looked at Agaha uneasily. Agaha shook her head and looked at me. I then looked at Katori with my expression showing that I'm leaving it up to her. Asa-chan and Yoru-chan watched our silent exchange in puzzlement.
聞かない。
Katori hesitated quite a while before she finished that sentence. He fucking yawned hella hard because he couldn't read that sentence without yawning. Amane Senpai looked surprised.
どうして？正直超気になるし、根掘り葉掘り聞きたいわ。でも下手に掘り返すとなんかすごい地雷が出てきちゃいそうだもん。
And nobody likes a huge landmine, especially if you mean the euphemism for dog shit. Nobody wants to step in dog shit either. Amane Senpai looked uncomfortable when she heard the word landmine. I wonder if it's like Katori had feared and something is really up.
あの時あんなひどいこと言っといて何考えてんだ、ふざけんなよって気持ちも実は多少あったりするんだけど、あまねちゃんが帰ってきてくれたことだからこのガレージに戻ってくることができて、ここにあまねちゃんがいてくれる。また私たちと一緒にモーニンググローリーを目指す気になってくれた。それで十分だから。モーニンググローリーを目指すのか、私も。
Amane muttered that, as if she realized this for the first time.
目指すんじゃないの？いや、君たちがその気なら、その気に決まってるでしょ？何聞いてたのよ、もう。
Katori huffed angrily.
じゃあ、理由は言わない方がいいのかな？
Senpai glanced at us without much self-confidence.
言いたいならどうぞ。
She flinched when Agaha prompted her.
あんまり言いたくないぞ。ただまたみんなとグライダーを飛ばしたいって思って。だから。
Senpai was trying really hard to pull her disarranged thoughts together and put them into words. When we heard that, we exchanged glances again.
で聞けたら十分よ。あとは話したくなった時話せばいいわ。ね、みんな。
Agatha and I nodded.
ありがとうみんな。私、顧問を頑張るよ。ええ、頑張りなさい。
Tori patted Amane Senpai on the arm encouragingly. When she saw that, Agatha happily whispered, "She's as self-important as ever, huh?" Yes, she is. Alright. Well then, we were heading home. Everyone was walking in a cheerful mood. We had recovered the garage and our glider. Starting tomorrow, we'll be able to do proper soaring club activities. We were talking excitedly, filled with expectations.
そんなことがあったのか。
Amane Senpai also joined the conversation and was laughing happily.
ね、葵くん。
Tori called out to me secretly for some reason. She startled me since I had been looking at Amane Senpai, so I quickly turned my eyes away. What is it?
よかったわね。
What?
帰ってきてくれて。
While she was saying that, she glanced at Amane Senpai. Yeah. I nodded honestly.
いっそ付き合っちゃえば。
Don't be ridiculous. I got rejected last year. Tori made a bored expression when I answered.
付き合えばいいのに。葵くんにだったら浜根ちゃんを任せてもいいと思ってるのよ。
I could leave Amane-chan in your care. Oh, am I supposed to take care of her? Is that the point? She muttered. Why are you acting like Senpai's parent? We finally got her to come back. I don't want to bring that up and make the mood awkward. Besides, just confessing my feelings was enough. Tori's expression showed that she wasn't sure whether she understood or not. I glanced at Senpai, who was walking some distance away from me.
ワクワクするな。
She was talking with Agatha about something and laughing. I was satisfied just by seeing her like this. Just by being in the same place as Amane Senpai. That was enough for me. Wishing for more would be excessive. That's what I thought while feeling Senpai's presence right beside me. Just be happy with what you got, don't get greedy. The few days that followed the reinstatement of the Soaring Club were far less exciting. We wanted to push ahead with the glider remodeling project right away, but regrettably, we are students. And students have tests. We were approaching the end of the first semester, and we had tests just before summer vacation, the end of term exams. Now that we had been officially recognized as a club, we had to stick to the rules that forbade us from doing club activities during the exam period. Oh well. On the first day of exams, I went to the garage after school. Huh? Amane Senpai? When I entered the garage, I found Amane in her usual position at the desk. I kind of missed that sight, sorry.
いや、葵くん、遅かったな。みんなはどうしたんだい？
Haven't I told you that our exam started today? So there won't be any club activities?
そういや言ってたかな。
Maybe. Maybe I forgot. She said it like she didn't care either way and went back to using the computer that was on the desk. What are you doing?
PC を新しくしたんだ。機体の改良前にちょっとやっておきたいことがあってな。
Oh yeah? What's that? Senpai was working away with the mouse and keyboard. It seemed like she was setting up the new computer. Oh?
なんだい？
Nothing. It's just that I'm no good with computers, so I was really impressed when I saw you working on one. If I had to say, I'd call myself an analog person.
そういうものか。
Come to think of it, you used to draft the blueprints by hand, right? Yeah, she said, and turned her eyes to the drafting board that was standing in back of the garage.
あの製図板はここに元からあったものなんだ。面白いから使っていた。いい道具というのは時代を超えて愛
I
用
feel like
され
the
るもの
music
だ。
is way too loud for the voice acting. As I was surprised by Senpai's attachment to tools, I remembered that her main job was being an inventor. In other words, she's someone who creates tools.
それに設計図を
Alright. This shit is loud. Background music. You need to go down a little bit. I don't mind the background music, but
印
it's
刷
so
するため
loud.
の大型プリンターとか機材を揃えるのも高くつくしな。
Anyway. Big printer, cool. It was way outside the scope of the club's budget. But then again, so was building a homemade glider.
葵くんは何をしに来たんだい？
I forgot something. Oh, here it is. And then he just makes out with Amane, right? Is that what you're gonna do? I left my cell phone here yesterday and forgot it. I don't really use it much, so I often put it down and forget about it. While I'm at it, I was thinking of studying here for tomorrow's test before heading home.
そうか。ならしていくといい。
As she said that, she turned back to the computer screen. If I won't be bothering you.
邪魔なはずないじゃない
Well,
か
there's no way, because I don't pay attention to shit. She said it like it was obvious, which made me a little happy. Alright then, just a little bit.
小鳥たちとは一緒じゃないのかい
They all gathered at Flying Fish Manor to study. Till now, we'd been neglecting studying for exams due to our efforts to reinstate the Soaring Club. That's why everyone was frantically cramming for the tests only now.
どうして一緒にやらないんだ
They're too noisy. It seems that when several girls gather together, they just can't stay quiet. I can't focus on studying like that. Besides... Never mind, I don't want to say that I want to study here with you. If I came here, I might run into Amane-senpai. I can't deny I thought that way. I didn't think she'd actually be here, though, since we told her that we had some tests.
そうかなら私も静かにしてよ
She didn't make any sounds after that, aside from clicking on the mouse and keyboard. I focused on studying for tomorrow's test while in Senpai's presence. Oh yeah. Just your presence, baby.
いいここはさっきの問題の応用で
Okay, Agaha.
なるほどすごくわかりやすいですあんたさっきもそうやってうなずいてたけど実は分かってなかったわよねだって難しいんですもんヨルちゃんはうわなんか試験とは全く無関係なすごい難しそうな専門書読んでる試験勉強ならとっくに終わらせましたので双子の姉妹でこうも違うとはそれ言わないでくださいまあしゃあないって人間それぞれ得て増えてがあるものよ私の得意なことって愛嬌があるわ妹よりそうそう可愛いは正義だぞ
Cuteness is justice!
悪かったですね可愛くなくて
Oh, so sorry. You're the fucking same.
いやヨルちゃんも十分可愛いからそれは間違いないところで前から気になってたんですけど葵先輩ってもしかしてあまねさんのことやっぱそう見えるかあの人のことチラチラ見てるし一緒にいるとなんだか幸せそうな顔してるわ本人はうまく隠してるつもりみたいだけどね葵くんバレバレようまく隠してるつもりなとこまでねえ小鳥はどう思ういやどうかな
I have no idea. Wow. Way to play it off, Katori. Well done.
あまねさんって彼氏さんとかいらっしゃるんでしょうかどうなんだろういるのかしら少なくとも去年まではいなかったよね見た目美人な上スタイルもいいちょっと変なところがあるけど職場で声をかけられないことの方が不思議かもそうなのかななんで小鳥がへこんでんのそりゃへこみますよだってそしたら葵先輩振られちゃうじゃないですかもうとっくに振られてるんだけどねあんたさっきから何ブツブツ言ってんのなんでもないわ気になって勉強に集中できません姉さんが言い出したんでしょでも気になるのは確かなんだよねよし今度確かめてみましょう
Find out next time on... Is Aoi dating Amane-san? Or want to? Or whatever. Does he have a crush on her? Find out next time. I'm home.
おかえりなさい先輩
Hi, Asa-chan.
お邪魔します
Amane-senpai entered from behind me.
あまね
I invited her over for dinner. Asa-chan didn't listen to a word I said. As soon as she saw Amane-senpai, she ran over to the dining hall. What was that? When I led Amane-senpai into the dining hall, we were caught in the crossfire of everyone's glances.
何この
Senpai was slightly startled by that bizarre atmosphere. We were at the garage together just now, so I invited her over for dinner. Is that a problem? got a fucking problem?
さっきまで一緒だったんですって。それってつまりあれですよね。
Oh, it must. It's the only thing it could mean is that. Well, if they all think it's true anyways, we might as well make it a reality, am I right? Just saying.
やるわね。
Nice job, Owie.
やっぱり帰ろうかな。
No. Fuck all them. You're staying.
ダメ。あまねちゃん、帰っちゃダメ。
Yeah, see, even Katori's like, no, please.
こら、あんたたちせっかく来てくれたのに歓迎しなさい。タイやヒラメのように舞い踊りなさい。そうよね。せっかく葵が勇気出して連れてきたんだもん。
BZ, I brought her here before.
私応援しますから。私は遠巻きに見てますから。
I'll just be watching from a distance, staying as aloof as possible. What the heck? Everybody was obviously acting strangely.
なんかみんな怖いぞ。
You guys are acting like a bunch of weird fucks. Leave us alone. Literally.
お腹いっぱいだ。
Neat. Senpai rubbed her belly with a satisfied expression. I feel a little sorry for her. Those guys kept acting weird even during dinner. They were constantly stealing glances at me or Amane Senpai. Just what the heck is going on? However, once Amane Senpai had started eating, she ignored their glances and ate for the first time in a while. I saw her wolfing down food in a way that spoiled her beauty.
それじゃあまた明日。待って待って、あまねちゃん、ストップ。
Tori in her wheelchair fiercely dashed after Senpai from the other side of the hallway.
ちょっとね、お話があるの。
As Katori said that, the other girls poked their heads out from around the corner of the hallway and watched the course of events, as if they were secretly cheering her on.
別にいいが。じゃあ朝たちの部屋にしましょう。朝、夜、いいわよね。
The twins nodded in unison. However, the twins' room is on the second floor.
よーし、それじゃあみんなで小鳥を運ぶぞ。
As she said this, everyone took hold of the wheelchair and lifted it up. Huh? You're gonna carry her to the second floor? Can't you just talk on the first floor?
それがダメなのよ。
Nope. Not happening.
重いです。ハバネ先輩、ダイエットした方が。嘘、そんなはずないって。車椅子が重い。
Sure. Should I help?
いい。
My help was flat out rejected.
男子禁制だから、葵くんは絶対に上がってきちゃダメよ。
No second floor allowed. Okay. What the heck was that all about? I'm your mother and you will listen to me.
話ってなんだ？
Oh god, here we go. Girl talk time.
お菓子食べない？プリッチどうぞ。チョコレートありますよ。私飲み物取ってきます。バスの時間がもうすぐなんだが。ほら、小鳥先輩。あのね、あまねちゃんってさ、好きな人とかいるの？好きな人？いるぞ。嘘！誰？ここにいるみんなだ。じゃなくて。違うのか？とっても嬉しいんですけど、そういう好きではなく。飲み物どうぞ。私入れます。だからつまり彼氏いるんですか？うわ、いった。しかもあっさり。彼氏？いるぞ。
What? That was way too loud of a what?
マジっすか？どこの誰よ？この私に断りもなく、あまねちゃんとお付き合いしてる人の。
Without my permission.
やっぱり職場で出会ったんですか？葵くんだ。
Oh shit, she blushing and everything. Wait, what the fuck? Since when are we boy and friend and what?
あれ、どういうことですか？もしかして今日ここへ来る前にもう告白されたとか？今日？違うぞ。じゃあいつからそ そんな関係に。去年の夏か。
Wait, what? You think we're boyfriend and girlfriend? Yeah, about that. It's been a while. We haven't talked about this, but sure. That's not weird at all.
じゃあ何？私らに隠れてお付き合いしてたってこと？大人の
Oh, 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 it's hurting her.
でもとてもそんな風には見えなかったんですけど。
Dude, Aoi-san, master actress. Not gonna lie.
いやいやいや、そんなはずないわ。だって葵くんは振られたって言ってたもん。どういうことなのか、順を追って説明してもらってもよろしいでしょうか。いいぞ。去年の夏休みの最後の日、葵くんに言われたんだ。好きだと。それで私はこう答えたんだ。
Yeah, I got it.
わかった。はあ、それで？それだけだが。その後、1年間会ってなかったですよね。それとも、こっそり連絡を取り合ってたんでしょうか。いや、この前久しぶりに会ったぞ。難解すぎて私
This is too hard to understand. Apparently it's pretty hard for Amane to understand too.
っていうかそれ付き合ってないんじゃん。そうよね。そうなるわよね。てか葵は振られたって思ってるんじゃ。どうしてだ？だって私は好きだと言われてそれを肯定
Just
的
because a
に受
dude
け入れ
says
た
he
んだよ
likes
ね。
you and you say, "Thanks, I got it." That what? I mean, we did kiss that one time. That was cool too. But then you didn't talk to me for a year. That's probably not how it works. But yeah, cool, sure, thanks.
いや、そうなんだけど。好きに対してイエスと答えれば関係成立ではないのか。
Apparently not.
でもその後会ってないんじゃお付き合いしていることにはならないんじゃ。ならどういう状況を指して
What are the
お付き合いしている
conditions?
と
Well,
いうのだろうか。
we did kiss, but then you didn't talk to me for a year, so that more felt like a goodbye kiss than a we're in a relationship kiss. Just saying. Just saying.
そりゃしょっちゅう会ったり電話したりそういう関係を言うんじゃない？
Define relationship. Well, shit. Well, now you're gonna make me define that shit. You gotta make a rules, but people have different kinds of relationships. It's like, I haven't seen my brother in a year. Don't mean I don't love him. Don't mean he's not my brother anymore. Does that mean we're not in a relationship? What does that mean? I don't know, I'm being a little too specific here, but you know what I mean.
なんだ、なら今はお付き合いしているじゃないか。脅かさないでくれ。
We're not dating right now. Don't scare me like that. I still love him too.
いや違いますから。学校で毎日顔を合わせるとかじゃないですから。それだとクラス全員が付き合ってることになってしまいかねないわね。難しいぞ。
You should make a big grand
じゃあ
gesture.
どうすればいいんだ？
One that Aoi won't misunderstand at all. And I have some good ideas if you would like to pick my brain.
だからわからないから聞いているのだ。
Oh god. The cluelessness makes it even more amazing to think of the events that will unfold soon enough, I'm sure. Just saying. Just saying.
どう説明したらいいんだろう。あのね、あまねちゃん。少なくとも葵くんはそうは思っていないわよ。
Really?
なのか。
Uh-oh.
違う。葵くんがあまねちゃんのこと好きじゃないって意味じゃなくて。なんだか頭が混乱してきたぞ。みんな賢いな。
Everyone's so wise. Are you guys a bunch of whores and I never knew? Oh god. No, you're just not wise about this particular facet of life.
誰か経験ある人いる？
Nope, none of us know what we're talking about either. We're just, you know, we read Cosmo. That's about it. We watch animes and read mangas that are romantic and such. Anyway, I wonder what everyone's talking about on the second floor. Their excited voices and Katori's occasional shrieks were even echoing downstairs. They're lucky. I wish I were up there talking with the Senpai too. They're lucky. I'm just down here talking to a stupid duck. Hat, who was standing at my feet, called out as if he was trying to comfort me. When I say I'm the girl's dorm mother, everyone gets jealous, but you know, Hat, being the only guy among a group of girls can be quite lonely. Together with Hat, I was studying for tests at the dining hall table. Me and Hat, just together forever. Oh, here we go. This is the girl you want. Slut 101. Because apparently none of us can.
望月先輩、なんだろう、非常に言いづらいんですが、それはお付き合いしているとは言いません。なんだって。
I like that piano. No, why?
ズバリ、それは望月先輩の脳内設定であって、客観的事実に基づくとこうなります。葵くんが勇気を出して告白した。しかし望月先輩は学校を去ることを理由に気持ちを
You said I accept and then walked away forever, or at least for a year. What do you expect?
葵くんは憧れの先輩への思いを今も胸に秘め、けなげにも遠巻きに眺めて暮らしている。さすがカナダはとってもわかりやすい。
Yeah, see, she explained it really well. Can she go back to sleep now? You fucked up, Amane.
どうしよう。私はずっと自分に彼氏がいるものと思ってて、ラボの同僚にも。
Wow, she's been telling people about Aoi? That she has a boyfriend? Aw, man. Well, what the hell, man? What'd you Fine.
何度か交際を申し込まれたこともあったんだが、葵くんがいるからとみんな断ってしまった。
This is hilarious. I actually love this.
それはナイスです。
That means you're still single. Sweet!
前代未聞の大ボケだけど。
That was dumb as hell, but you know what? It worked out.
けどそれ、レア彼氏を自慢していたようなもので。
Well, then you better seal the deal and make the boyfriend thing official so you weren't lying the whole time.
レア彼氏。では、どういう状況をお付き合いしているというのだろうか。電話したり、メールしたり、デートしたりってのもありますが、もっと簡単な定義があると思います。それは、お互いが付き合っていると
That you both agree that you are going out. So even if you don't talk to each other for another year, you can at least tell somebody you have a boyfriend slash girlfriend, whatever.
なるほど。あまねちゃんの場合、ただの独りよがりだったと。葵も災難ね。1年間。
He's been lonely for a whole year. You have to make it up to him, Amane. Especially since you thought it was your boyfriend. You gotta make up for that time. You know what I'm saying?
では、私はどうすればいいんだろうか。その前に聞きますけど、望月先輩は葵くんのこと好きなんですか？どうなの？好きだぞ。それは男の子として？多分。
Probably, maybe.
なんで自信なさげなのよ。だって経験のないことだからよくわからないんだ。
Okay then.
それでもお付き合いはしたいと。となると、ちゃんとその気持ちを伝えて、あとは葵くんがどう返事をするかですね。けどお付き合いがどういうものかも分かってないあまねちゃんだと。激しく心配だわ。
It's okay. I think Aoi could probably help explain it to her once established the relationship situation. I think Aoi can handle it from there, if you know what I'm saying.
また信じられないような大ボケをかましてくれそうだよね。自分でも
She's like, I know, I do a lot of stupid things.
ネットで探せば恋愛についてレクチャーしてくれてるサイトとか出てくるから、そこで勉強してみては？そんなのがあるのか。
Whoa. Careful what love sites you check out. You might find more than you bargained for, if you know what I'm saying. Do some research before you make a grand love gesture. Oh god, and now they gotta carry Katori's fat ass back downstairs.
お菓子食べてさっきよりも太ったんじゃん。腕がプルプルします。落とさないでよ。命に関わるわよ。
Are you done talking? When I finished cleaning up the hallway, Katori and the others came down from the second floor.
あ、葵、手伝って。
You said you didn't need my help earlier. Make up your goddamn mind. I complained along the way as I went to help them. Walking down the stairs is more exhausting and dangerous than going up. Alright, there you go.
助かったわ。ありがとう、葵くん。
What were you all talking about? When I asked, they all exchanged glances uncomfortably.
葵には
Had nothing to do with you! Oh god, you guys are fucking grade A actresses over here.
そうそう、全然関係ない話。
Totally. I was really hurt that they were deceiving me like that. As I thought that, Amane-senpai came down from the second floor. She looked like she was shocked. She was pale and her steps were unsteady. I looked at her worriedly and our eyes met when she was halfway down the stairs. In that instant, Senpai's pale face turned bright red. Senpai, what's wrong?
いや、
When she looked at me, she got all flustered for some reason.
あまねちゃん、早速チャンス到来よ。ファイトです、先輩。あのね、葵くん。
Yes?
どうやら私は大変な誤解をしていたようなんだ。
What are you talking about?
つまりだな。私はその
While Senpai was mumbling that with a bright red face, she gradually hung her head and looked like she was about to cry. Wait, Senpai, what's the matter?
ご飯美味しかったんよ。
Uh-huh. Huh?
じゃあもう帰る。
Oh, come on. You were so close. She didn't wait for my reply and rushed towards the front door.
ああ、待ってください。私も一緒に帰ります。
Agatha chased after her. What's going on?
あまねちゃんがへたれた。
Drop the ball. Tori muttered that as she watched Amane-senpai dashing out the front door as if she was running away. Oh well. Better luck next time, I guess. Another day wasted on this relationship. Amane's gotta figure out the words to say. She's probably gonna go do that research and maybe she'll find the words to say that way. It's probably gonna be hilarious. I'm kind of looking forward to her confession. It's probably gonna be funny. Alright, here we go. The answer sheets were collected as soon as the bell had rung. The thread of tension finally snapped and noisy conversations started filling the classrooms. We were halfway through the end of the term exams. The end was near and summer break was approaching.
葵、どうだった？
So-so, I guess. I managed to fill out the entire answer sheet, even though I pretty much only crammed the night before. Normally I would have been labeled as a delinquent long ago. I have to keep my grades up at the very least.
だね。これからどうすんの？
She probably wanted to go home together if I didn't have any plans. Sorry, I'm gonna go and study today as well.
あ、そう。
Agatha responded in an uninterested manner, and then flashed a mean grin.
頑張ってね。
She said that suggestively and then ran over to Katori. What was she... Could it be that she noticed? My unrequited love for Amane-senpai. I got a strange feeling when they were having their girl talk upstairs the other day. Wait, but I'm not showing any signs of that. I almost never express feelings like those. If they can tell, they must be psychics. As I thought that, I stopped walking towards the garage. She might have noticed. Not Agatha, but Amane-senpai. Since I already confessed to her and was turned down, she might realize if I keep going to see her for no apparent reason. Maybe I shouldn't go today. No, dude, go. Go, dude, go. Don't change your mind now. In the end, I came here again. To the garage. It's fine. Senpai is so oblivious she won't figure it out. Besides, I made up a good excuse to come here. Hi. The garage shutter was half open. Senpai was inside working on the computer in silence. As usual, she looked very serious. The fact she didn't notice my greeting wasn't anything out of the ordinary either, so I ignored her lack of reply and opened my bag. What I pulled out was a lunchbox. Senpai, if you want, you can eat this. This was my excuse to come here. I brought an extra lunchbox. I put it on her desk. Even so, she still didn't notice me. When I looked at her carefully, Senpai's face was incredibly red, like she had a fever. She's probably looking at some dirty pics, y'all. She was staring at the screen fixedly, and at times... Oh. Oh. She was making weird noises like that. She seemed unusually troubled. What is bothering her so much? Driven by curiosity, I peeked at the screen over her shoulder. Uh-oh. Huh? On the screen there was a big picture of something that I think I've seen before. I certainly saw a similar drawing in a health and physical education textbook. Dun dun dun. Yes. Yes! Oh, I was hoping it was going to be this ridiculous. And look at this pic up here. That's hilarious. The image she was fixated on was a diagram of a male and female genitalia. What should I do? What is this situation? Why is Senpai looking at something like that? Wait, she's free to look at whatever she wants. More importantly, now that I witnessed this, what am I supposed to do? Uh-oh. As soon as she noticed me, Senpai jumped up with a bright red face. Then she quickly tried to cover the screen with both hands. I love it. So good. I'm sorry? I looked away and apologized awkwardly. I didn't really see anything. Well, bye. Oh. She caught my arm as I tried to leave in a hurry. Wait, what? Turn back from what? What? She looked at me as if she was prepared to die for the cause. What does that mean? Go ahead. Because it's true. Huh? Okay. Even sites like this? The screen was still showing the images of genitals. Senpai swiftly leaned over to the PC and reached for the power cord and pulled it out. That was the first time I've ever seen her move that quickly, so she can move fast if she tries. Whoa! The computer made a humming sound as if it was forcefully powered down. Is it okay to cut off power like that? It's even a brand new PC. I cannot protect the PC, who cares? I need to protect something else. But how did it go from talking about dating to that, sex education site? Oh yeah? How to properly have what? Say the word. You don't have to say that. Oh, is it? It's super important. Tell me how important. It certainly is. I got it. I'll forget what I saw just now. Please don't worry about it and continue your studies. Here's some lunch. Go ahead and eat it when you get hungry. I pointed at the lunchbox I left on the desk. Amane Senpai, deeply flushed, hung her head down. It was the first time I've seen Senpai with such an embarrassed expression. So even she gets embarrassed sometimes. That was new to me. It was quite awkward after all, so I was going to leave, but then Amane Senpai asked me, what is it? Uh-oh. Huh? Uh-oh. She looked up at me with an adorably shy expression and asked an absolutely unexpected question. No, there's no way I would have. I replied in panic, and Senpai looked a little surprised. And why is that? I am not a whore! Well, I mean, no man doesn't want to be a whore, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, shit.
ラボに出入りしているバイトの女子学生が言うには、それは非常に稀なことで、私は生きた化石のような存在らしい。生きた化石といえばシーラカンスだが、未だに自分との共通項を見出せずにいるんだ。
Then she muttered, They are living on the same earth, but coelacanths are fishes, with a serious expression. While I was looking at her, something occurred to me. So Senpai hasn't done it yet? During this past year, I was assuming she had already done it for sure. I thought she was slamming ass all over town. And here she hasn't even done it one time? Senpai is such a beautiful person. It's different when she secludes herself in a garage, like coelacanth that lurks in the depths of the sea. But as soon as she steps outside, guys are bound to start hitting on her. It was weird for me to say. There's no way I would have. I blurted it out in the spur of the moment, but now that I think about it, it wouldn't be strange for me to have some experience in this regard. But I've had no luck with girls. Even though I'm surrounded by girls on a daily basis. Although you haven't really tried, because all of them would bang you in like 2 seconds if you really wanted them to. In the end, I still love Amane Senpai, so I don't see the other girls as potential partners. Not in this alternate universe anyways. Well, when you haven't done it, and I haven't done it, there's only one way we can figure out how to do it. Just saying. While I was thinking about that, Senpai was also pondering on something and was muttering to herself. When I saw her like this, yeah, we've had a similar conversation before. If I recall correctly, it was last year's summer, on the night when we were waiting for the morning glory. Senpai and I went to the runway on our own. Oh god, flashback! Oh yeah, right, we haven't kissed anybody either, right? Nope, haven't done that. Alright, let's skip this part. We know they make out or whatever. Or maybe they did it after that. Oh yeah, I said no, and then we did it again when we said goodbye or whatever. Anyway, at that time I didn't accept her proposal, which made her angry and leave. The flow of the current conversation is very similar. In fact, it's the same, so don't turn her down this time, idiot! Just as I thought that. Oh, shiat. Here we go. Senpai nervously looked up at me and started saying something. It seemed like she was about to make an absurd suggestion again. Whoa, if you say any more than that, I'll get seriously angry. Amane Senpai froze. I was just wondering if you would like to have I'll get angry. Step. Took one step towards her. It's scary. Senpai winced and her eyes got teary. I sighed deeply and turned my back on her. When you're studying stuff like that, please do it where no one else can see. With those words, I left the garage. No, you missed your chance again. You fool! Ah, you fool. And you were so close, too, and you don't even realize it. Amane, you jumped to the wrong step in the relationship, though. You were supposed to confess first, and then they can jump into the next part. You know what I'm saying? Really now, even though she knows my feelings, I muttered and complained without thinking. Then would you like? Well, of course I would want to do that. That's not something I could do just because we're both interested in it. Especially when the person in question is someone I truly love. I wonder if I still haven't experienced it because I think that way. It seems people my age nowadays are much more casual about sex. But I'm not like this, so it can't be helped. Is Senpai eventually going to do that somewhere with someone? Do that? I got a little depressed as I thought about that while I was looking up at the sky that was annoyingly clear. Annoying ass clear sky, how dare you be so clear? Final exams have ended and a long-awaited summer vacation has begun. Neat. Well, again, missed your shot, Owie. I guess we'll have to wait till next time. Be careful on your way home. I noticed Yuka-san was returning home, and I saw her off to the front door. Sane-san and Ryuko-san already went home yesterday. Yuka-san was the last of the 3 boarders who was going to spend summer vacation at home to leave. I mean, everybody else staying home. With only half of the usual residents left at Flying Fish Manor, it was not as lively as usual. By the way, it seems that Katori won't be returning home this year. Hibari-san tried to convince her, but given that we have recovered our garage and Amane Senpai had returned, Katori had no intention of leaving Kazagara. Asa-chan and Yoru-chan lived in a walkable distance from Flying Fish Manor to begin with, so they stayed here in the end. Then there's Kaneko-san. Just like last year, she said she wasn't going home. Although there are still residents for the time being, I am free from my dorm mother duties. At last, I can focus on my club activities. Woot woot! And other activities.
Asa-chan, もうすぐ資材が届くからスペース空けられるようにしといて。はい。小鳥、 今のうちに工程もう一回確認しとこっか。ほいさ。
Agaha's quick instructions were echoing inside the garage. Everyone was following them and moving around busily. It was finally beginning the remodeling of our glider.
ワクワクするわね。ワクワクっていうか、もううずうずよ。
We've been waiting for this whole year during the period our club was downgraded to a circle. The fatigue everyone felt after the exams went out the window. We were full of energy in defiance of the summer sunlight. Oh yeah. Oh shit. And Anchan's here too. Anchan peeked in through an opening in the shutter.
運ぶのを手伝ってくれ。
はーい。葵、朝ちゃん、夜ちゃん。
Yeah!
行こう、夜ちゃん。
We unloaded a large amount of items from the bed of the light truck that Anchan drove in from the back gate. Huge cardboard boxes, tin cans, and other stuff. These were all materials to be used for improving the glider. Last year we were buying materials with Amane Senpai's pocket money, but this time it was different. During the year we were downgraded to a circle, Agatha and Katori were working part-time at Anchan's workshop. While they were learning various engineering techniques, they were also getting paid a little. Yeah, pay wasn't in cash, but in materials. Using Amane Senpai's blueprints, we estimated the amount of materials that would be necessary for the remodeling and received all we needed. Getting them from Anchan's place was relatively cheap, and we could choose the highest quality material. And now we were carrying these in. Alright.
樹脂の缶はこっちの涼しいところに、ガラスクロスの箱はこっち。他は
We were sorting the materials according to Katori's directions and putting them in stacks. Katori and Agatha surveyed their earnings and looked about proudly. This is the result of their hard work, their fruits of labor now gaining physical shape. Of course they would be proud.
あれポリエステル樹脂の缶が多いみたいだけど、ほんとだ。おーい、あんちゃん。
ああ、それは俺からの選別だ。お前らギリギリで見積もってただろう。後で足りなくなっても困るし、余っても補修に使えるだろ。
I guess so.
ありがとう、あんちゃん。ありがとうございます。
Alright.
なーに。可愛い後輩たちに俺も何かしてやりたいだけさ。
My precious juniors. Anchan said casually, but even if he hadn't done this, we were already more than indebted to him.
おー。
Oh. Amane Senpai looked at the piles of materials in high hopes.
あまねちゃん、いよいよ作るのよ。あまねちゃんが設計したグライダーを。嬉しくないの？いや、嬉しいんだが、設計図を書いていたとき、私は作る予定のない。
Why draw anything you don't want to actually build? What's the point?
変なの？全部運び終わりました。お疲れさ。あんちゃん、ありがとう。
お前らのグライダーが飛ぶの楽しみにしてるぞ。
Anchan ruffled Agaha's hair a little. Then he looked towards Amane Senpai and left the garage without saying anything else.
さあ、行くわよ。やろうども。
At Katori's command, we began our work on remodeling the fuselage. Oh yeah. Remodel that shit, baby! I really like there's a lot there's a lot less airplane or glider talk in this whole like path. Like they're not going in long fucking drives about how the flying works or anything. Like that those parts were some of the more boring parts to go through. So I'm glad there's a lot less of that in this section of the game. But anyway, our work was steadily proceeding. Before exams, we were only repairing the parts that had been damaged. During that time, we had taught Asachan and Yorichan the basics of FRP processing. Now the primary focus of improvements were the main wings. So far, the glider had conventional tapered wings. Since we were replacing them from the forward swept ones, we had to remove the connection to the body from the rear. It's funny how I just said that, and now we're talking about the glider. Damn it. If we do that, the center of gravity will shift to the back, and the balance of the airframe will be better. Building the main wings was the biggest job, but since we did pretty much the same thing last year, Agatha and the others were already quite skilled in this field. Instead, remodeling the body was the most difficult part. If we fail here, we can ruin the entire airframe. That's why we're going to get Anchan to come and oversee our work when he has time. The rest is creating small detailed parts.
何度も失敗できる余裕はないわ。そうね。あまねちゃんが作ったやつみたいに飛んでる最中に折れちゃったりしたら大変だものね。
Yeah.
おかしいな。私だって
I made everything properly. Stop saying it's my fault. Amane Senpai, who was sitting in front of the computer, heard that conversation and pouted.
あまねちゃんは何をやってるの？
What are you doing?
お仕事ですか？
Senpai has been bringing her stuff from work to do in the garage. Thanks to that, she can stay here all afternoon. She hesitated for some reason and stole a glance at me.
これシミュレータだ。あれ？でもこの機体のシルエット改良機用にシミュレータをバージョンアップしたんだ。少しでも練習できるといいと思う。
Hell yeah, smart.
葵くん、すごいよ。ほらこっち来て。
Oh, you're right. The shape of the plane is different. The plane I have seen numerous times on the blueprints was displayed in colored 3D CG on the screen.
これもう動かせるんですか？
Senpai, overly conscious of my presence, nodded. Ever since the day I saw her looking at that sex education site, the mood between the two of us was constantly awkward.
もうこれ使えるんだって。
Yeah, with this I can get some practice before the test flight. I'm really grateful for that. With the changes to the shape of the main wings, it will feel different during the flight. No matter how much you have trained, actual flight without any practice is quite scary. That's what I thought when...
やった。葵くんが喜んでくれてるぞ。
Oh shit. Senpai lightly clenched her fist and smiled with her whole face.
急にどうしたの、あまねちゃん。ニコニコして気持ち
You
悪い
got a creepy grin on your face. What the fuck?
あ、なんでもない。じゃあ葵はシミュレーターやってて。手が必要な時は呼ぶから。
Yep, got it. Alright. Get to practice on my video game. Nice. Alright, and let the time pass, baby. Everyone continued working even after the sun had set, in order to start the test flights even just one day sooner. While everyone was hurriedly moving around the garage, I was sitting in the corner and trying out the simulator that Senpai had updated. It feels a bit different. Is it because the center of gravity was shifted towards the back? As I recalled the flights from last year's summer with the old aircraft, I could clearly feel the differences. While I was doing that, glance, I took a quick look at Senpai, who was nearby. Right now, she was facing the computer and was apparently doing her work. Apparently. As she gazed at the screen with a serious expression, her profile looked dignified and really beautiful. Oops. Focus. Focus. Ever since the incident the other day, we've been awkward around each other. I was trying not worry about this issue, but Senpai was clearly avoiding me. Or rather, she seemed really nervous around me. Maybe I shouldn't have told her off back then? But I had a good reason to get angry. Because she said something that even though she knew my feelings. She said something like that even though she knew my feelings. You can't excuse that with her being a natural airhead. Although I guess I regret that a little. Yeah, why don't you guys clearly fucking state things to each other so you know what the fuck you're talking about? Not just go, no, I'm gonna get mad because you're talking about sex. Like, you're being ridiculous. I stole another glance at Senpai's profile. The person I admired the most was right there. If I could have my first time with her? The fact that I'm brooding about this means that I still haven't gotten over her. Even though I was trying to act cool and told Kotori that I was satisfied just by conveying my feelings. I sighed unintentionally. And they're all watching him. Oh, that's funny. Come here for a second.
何か問題でもあったのか？ねえ、あれから葵くんとはどうなの？なんか前よりも気まずくなってるように見えるんだけど、まだ言ってないの？好きだって。もう何やってるのよ。だって恥ずかしいじゃないか。葵くんもそうだったと思うよ。あまねちゃんに告白した時。勇気出そう。好きって言えば必ず OK してくれるから。そうだろうか。ほんと私が保証する。1年も経ってなんで今頃って思われないだろうか。なんでそんなとこだけ普通の女の子みたいな思考になってんの？
Yeah, really though. How come you realize that now and after a whole year when you like were okay with it, weirdo?
だいたい1年も会ってなかったくせになんで付き合ってると思い込んでたわけ？
Seriously though.
変だと思わなかったの？ちょっとくらいは思ったぞ。変だって。
I thought it was weird, but I'm a dummy, so whatever, you know, I'm a dummy.
何かきっかけをつかみましょう。葵くんに話しかけるのよ。意識してしまって まく会話ができないんだ。それでもいいから、変なのはいつものことだって葵くんもきっと思ってくれるから。
It's true. It's very true.
私はそんなに変か？変よ。だから自信持って。おお。
Yeah, you're weird, so just be weird. Anyway, Amane Senpai finished chatting with Katori in another part of the garage and returned to her seat. She was blushing a little. She was stealing glances at me as I practiced at the simulator. What were they talking about? Those two have been up to something lately, and I don't like it.
なあ、葵くん。
Senpai walked over here and peeked at the monitor.
どうかな、それ。
It's working really well.
本当か？
If I train with this, I'll be able to pilot the glider confidently even during the real test flight. Thank you very much, Senpai.
いやー、葵くんに褒められたぞ。
Then Senpai returned to her seat, humming joyfully. Apparently being praised for her work on the simulator made her really happy. Weirdo. Well, she's always been like that.
ちょっとあまねちゃん、席に戻ってどうすんの？せっかくいい雰囲気だったのに。
Damn it, Katori. Your meddling is probably gonna work, but damn it, Katori. Alright, I got so happy I forgot what we were gonna talk about.
葵くん。
Senpai came back. Yes?
お腹が空かないか？
Come to think of it, yeah, quite a bit. When I looked at the clock, it was already 7. Everyone was so focused on working, we'd completely forgotten the time. I'll go and buy something.
いや、違う。
Hey, I'm going to the convenience store to grab something to eat. Tell me what you want. I called out to everyone and they paused their work to give me their requests. Tori looked extremely irritated for some reason. Maybe she doesn't like convenience store food? Yeah, that's it. Senpai, what do you want?
おにぎりとサンドイッチとウルトラカップの豚骨ラーメン。
Got it. Okay, I'll be back. As everyone resumed their work, I left the garage and ran to the convenience store. Okay, well, we continued late into the night. We continued working for a few hours. After we finished the food I brought from the convenience store. Everyone had a lot of energy since it was the first day. I also continued practicing with the simulator and helping out here and there.
今日はこのくらいにしとこうか。
Agatha said once we reached a good place to stop. We started cleaning up.
朝ちゃん、夜ちゃん、いきなりハードだったんじゃない？全然すごく面白かった。
Right, this was like their first time actually being able to work on it, not just talk about it.
私も早く完成して飛ぶところが見たいです。見たいよね。だって小鳥部長、それでこそ我がソアリング部員よ。
Alright. I also shut down the PC that was connected to the simulator and got ready to leave. Amane Senpai? I'm really grateful for your updates to the simulator. It's been extremely helpful. Senpai's cheeks turned red for some reason, and she averted her eyes.
あまねちゃんはどうするの？私たちもう帰るけど、まだ仕事がある。
Please be careful on your way back.
ありがとう。
She thanked me as she blushed again, and... Pinch? She held onto my finger?
おやすみ、葵くん。
Then she quickly let go of me, hurried back to her seat, as if she were running away. Good night. Yeah, dude. Ah! What? I love her! Oh god. When I got back to my room, I tossed myself on my bed and started rolling around while hugging my pillow. That strange thing she did when I was about to leave. She grabbed my finger. Damn, what the heck was that? Uh-oh. And as she did that, she was blushing and shyly looking at me with upturned eyes. Why did she make that face? She's much older and looks mature, but the way she acts and her facial expression, it's cute, like a child. Senpai's so cute! Even though she's my senpai. Ever since I've seen her again, I've been struggling not to show my feelings. But after that incident, then would you like... Uh-oh. I can't keep my feelings in check any longer. I had no way to calm down my raging emotions other than rolling around in bed. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. I was fiercely rolling around on my small bed. God. Even I had to admit that doing that until I was out of breath was quite silly, but it did help me calm down a little. When my head cooled down, I started thinking about what I could do. I should confess to her properly once again. The first time I was acting on impulse because Senpai was going to leave. I was prepared to be completely rejected, or rather, I was just desperately wanting her to know my true feelings. But now, it's different. Now that I get to spend time with her again, this time, I have to tell her that I love her. Otherwise, I'll end up hugging my pillow and rolling around on my bed like an idiot every day. And then I will have to get a new pillow real quick because that shit not going to stay as clean. Anyway, moving on. I swore that while I was remembering the soft sensation of her hand touching my finger. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to go back to the garage, but no, it's the next day.